Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, Simon here with another episode of Naruto. I know that I'm not getting these out as quick as I used to. It's just because I'm very busy at the moment, applying for jobs, and doing other stuff. I've got a lot of programs that I'm watching across the two channels, so I'm not quite able to keep up with the 2 a week that I was doing initially, but I do promise we'll get back there eventually, once things kind of quieten down on the job front, and, I've got a bit more spare time. Don't worry, we'll get back to it. Also, there's a few shows coming to an end on this channel sooner rather than later. I'm not going to be replacing them. I'm going to keep the shows down to a minimum number so that I can focus on doing large numbers of those, rather than having like 7 shows where I only do 1 episode a week. So, yeah, just be patient. Thank you. Anyway, moving on from the last episode, which showed us the conclusion to the Ino and Sakura fight. And it was one where they were really kind of evenly balanced. A far different fight to any that we'd seen. It wasn't massively focused on, their chakra, or, their jutsus. Eventually it did move on to that, but at first it was very much a fist fight, and it was who, could outlast the other. And they went on a long, long time. Over 10 minutes, which is long for a fight like this. Eventually, we got some more flashbacks. We got to see a bit more of, the reasonings behind, the rivalry between the two. Sakura wanted to outshine and grow beyond Ino, and that kind of was part of the basis between why they kind of fell out. They both knocked each other out, which I don't know whether that means they both go through or they both lose. I don't know if they cleared that up. But it was a good fight, and I enjoyed the tactics behind it. The whole mind transfer thing where she was able to actually do it, but then the inner monologue of Sakura fought back and stopped her. And now we have the next fight, which is Tenten versus Tamari, who's the sister of Gaara and the other Sand Village fella. I don't remember his name. Got it written down somewhere, but I'm not going to go looking for it. So it's going to be interesting to see what she can do. I'm assuming she's going to be quite powerful, should we say, because her brothers have both shown themselves to be extremely capable on the field of battle. I expect it's going to be no different for her. So we're going to jump in. Before we do, I want to say a big thank you to my Patreon super supporters: Frank Tremel, Karen Abel, Nick Walters, The 7 Deadly Sins, Damon Smallwood, Michael Y., Clara Gros-Louis, Mr. Greg89, Tyrone Tyrone, Pobinhas, Matt Okeefe, Sophie Leske, Olly Brown, Jason Jepson, and Mr. Wolf 37. So, without further ado, let's jump in. Let's see what happens.
You've got the power of youth. Come on, 10-10. Send that girl back to her.
The power of youth. Is Tamari not young?
10-10. Let's hear it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
They are the most annoying cheerleaders ever.
So why don't you go first? Come on, girl, show me what you got.
Oh, that's quite arrogant. What can she do?
10-10's aim is perfect. She always hits her mark. Not this time.
Nope. I mean, technically she hit where she was supposed to hit, but I don't think Tamari was there.
You can always count on Tamari to put on a good show.
All right, try this on for size.
Oh, it's a scroll. Oh. Oh, it's like a whirlwind.
Take a look. This is the first moon. There are 2 more.
Oh. They are a fan of their
3 moons, you'll know.
big carry-ons, aren't they? The Sand Village people. It's not exactly the most quick of chakras or jutsus to enable. Still, looks pretty.
It's all the same. Moon number
Second moon. Damn. Everything she's got doesn't work. Oh, she's got them attached to her own chakra. Moon number 3. Yeah, I don't know why she keeps thinking she's got it when she can just blow them away. Oh, she's gone.
Where did she go? It's
a very swift movement.
over here. What?
She's flying! Wind psych. Oh! Oh, jeez. She's getting cut apart.
Tamari's chakra is controlling the vortex.
Shh. Oh. That's a backbreaker.
Ruthless. Oh, Denton. Wasn't much of a match. Kinda boring.
It really wasn't, unfortunately.
To be able to stop every one of 1010's attacks like that.
This sand team is clearly one to be feared.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of the 5th
They've all got a very unique and very powerful jutsu. Oh shit, she was gonna... She just tossed her off like she didn't care.
Hey, nice catch.
Lee, the hurricane!
Uh-oh.
Not even close. You know what? You're as dumb as you look.
What did you say?
Uh-oh, Lee.
Stop! That pathetic loser and his ridiculous mentor. What?
Oh no, he insulted the mentor. That's really gonna piss Lee off. You can say what you want about Lee, but Guy Sensei's off limits.
Just calm down, Lee.
They do look almost unbeatable.
Oh. He's still terrified.
Don't worry, Naruto. I'm sure you could take him. No! Sakura, go!
He gave her the strength to fight back.
Sakura! Don't disgrace yourself now by losing to that lame Ito girl! All you gotta do is tell yourself I cannot lose, right?
Man,
That's not quite how it works.
enthusiastic.
Shut your mouth! Ninja art, shadow possession jutsu.
Is that all you know? If that's the only trick you've got, this is going to be easier than I...
Oh, I think he's tricking her. Ooh, needles.
Now I know to be careful to dodge all the senbon, not just the ones.
He's quite clever. Oh. Uh-oh. There's something behind him. She can move them.
Sorry, that was your turn.
Uh-oh, in your back. Oh, was it some kind of... It's hypnosis? It's either poison or hypnosis. Or both.
See, you don't ever ask for whom the bell tolls. For a hot fire.
That's sadistic. Oh, ow.
That was 3. Next time I'll throw 5. I'm sorry, so you're not a fan of my slow and painful method, huh?
No, who would be?
Fine, suit yourself. We'll do it the quick way then. And
Uh-oh.
painful.
I mean, that's better than slow and painful, still.
You haven't thrown any shadows.
Was it a trick?
Sure of it.
You really still don't see it?
What do you mean?
Look at that thread you're holding. Don't you find it a little strange that it would even cast a shadow at this height?
Oh, clever.
Of course you didn't notice it because you were concentrating on other things like killing me.
He used the threads
The shadow
to cast the shadow.
around me.
Oh,
You must be insane. If
he's gonna stab himself? Yeah.
you'll just be attacking yourself.
Makes it kind of interesting, doesn't it?
Because if he dodges, then she dodges.
You couldn't. Big deal. I'll do that too.
Oh.
And that's what I call using your head.
Oh, is she slightly taller?
The wise shinobi carefully scouts the physical layout of the battle. I made sure she was so busy focusing focusing on me, she didn't notice the wall inches behind her head. So when we both dodged back,
She fell into the wall.
now who's hearing
Huh.
bells?
Winner of the
Environmental kill.
All right. Moving on.
The Sound Village are getting knocked off one by one.
Left. There's me, you, Naruto, Choji,
And Lee.
Lee, and that Sand Village guy.
Gara.
Just don't put me up against him. That's all I ask.
Oh shit. Who's Gara going against?
They could be quite a challenge.
Who? Naruto.
Here at last! The moment I've been waiting for! Finally, I get a chance to show what I've got!
Look at that! It's us against the kid! Hey, Akamaru, I think you and I just
Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to see someone go out here that I don't want them to.
Good luck, Naruto. Do your best.
I mean, Naruto is obviously gonna win, but...
your moment, Naruto.
Okay, so, the matchup is set. Naruto versus Kiba and Akamaru as well. Yeah, it just means that, you know, Kiba. I suppose I more don't want, you know, Kiba to lose because I don't want Akamaru to lose. Is that weird that I'm more worried about the dog than the person, the owner? But yeah, Naruto is surely going to win. You know, they're not going to have him come all this way just to have both Sakura and Sasuke win and then have him fail at this hurdle. I just don't, you know, especially with Akamaru still being in a petrified state, I get the feeling that's going to affect Kiba a fair bit. But for the other two fights that we saw this time around, one had a very expected outcome, the other didn't. Tenten versus Tamari, I didn't expect Tenten to do very well, and she tried her best, but her abilities seemed rather plain and simple when compared to Tamari. And, you know, each of the members of the Sand Village who are there all have their own, you know, apparatus that they carry around. Whether it's, you know, Gaara's big jug of sand that he uses for his jutsu, or the crow, which is the, as we know now, the puppet. You know, you've now got Tamari's fan, which she can fly on, which she can do all kinds on. And it was a rather brutal fight, you know. It didn't look like, you know, Tenten was in good shape at all. It was definitely, you know, especially when she landed on the fan itself, it looked like that was a backbreaker. So, you know, it's one of those, it's like Tenten did well, but with those kinds of skills, I don't think she ever had a chance to win. And so you've now got all, well, Gaara still has to fight, but I can't see him losing, you know. So, you know, you've got two of the Sand Village going through. Two of the Sound Village have been eliminated, which is a surprise. You know, Orochimaru's... I don't know if I'd call them his picks or his favoured, but, you know, the people that represent him are really not doing a good job of it. So you can see why he's probably desperate to have someone like Sasuke as an heir, because the people that he's chosen so far haven't really done too well. But, no, two good fights. Shikamaru's fight was really interesting. Once again, it was one of those fights where it was more than it seemed. You know, he was very clever in using the thread to distract and to use his shadow to push alongside it, you know. And then using the wall was very clever. You know, again, sometimes it's not about having the strongest ability. It's just about having the smarts and the brains to use every single bit of, you know, an advantage that you can get. So, yeah, good fights. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one.